Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. All right. Well, let's minimize this for now. Let's see if there's anything else. Do I need to respond to anything first? Delete a screenshot or two. Good morning. Um, yeah, let's delete these two because she has no space. Oh, okay. I know what I have to do today, but it won't be done till tonight. Uh, hello, hello, hello. We're going to wait for our friends to join. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning, Sandra. How are you? Welcome to the live. Let me move this over just a little bit. Okay. My screen. Good morning. My desk is a hot, hot mess. Okay. It's a straight hot mess this morning. Good morning, Shannon. How are you today? So good to see you. Okay, so I guess I need to write in this one instead. It's Tuesday. So let's pull out our little notebook. Okay, so confirm. Um, tabs from Monday. So that's going to be in the evening. That's what I do in the evening. How's everybody doing today? Good morning, Shauna. Good morning, Dina. Welcome, welcome, welcome into the live stream. How y'all doing today? So good to see you. Okay, so I still need to do that. I think that's going to be a ongoing to-do list item. So where do I put that as an ongoing to-do list item? Interesting. This will be this for April. You know what? Let me put it for May because, yeah, let's do that. Let's put it here for May. Ongoing to-do list item. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? Good morning, MM Wins. Thank you for the peace and the blessing this morning. I appreciate that. So just planning a little bit of what I'm going to do today. I need a sticky note. I need a sticky note. And the funny thing is, which is not so funny, I know where a sticky note is, but I don't want to use that sticky note. Sticker, good morning. I know where the sticky note is, but she doesn't want to use a sticky note because it's cute. It's not for using purposes. It's for cuteness factor. So I don't want to use it. Ah, oh my good. I'm gonna have to though. I'm gonna have to because I needs it. I needs it. Okay, let me see if I have in here. Y'all ever do that? You know where the sticky note is, but you don't want to use the sticky note because the sticky note is cute. You don't want to use it. Why do we do these things to ourselves? Oh, I got it. I got a sheet of paper I can use. Bam, there we go. Shut up! Shut up! No, I can't. It's just cute. It's a cute cloth and paper sticky note. No, I found a insert. I found a piece of paper I could use. Okay, I found a piece of paper I could use, Shauna. In the meantime, Flores, good morning. Good morning and welcome to the morning tea. How are you all today? So this is going to be my monthly task list. And it's just my ongoing monthly task list. Because this is not something that I'm sure I'm going to get to this month or even next month. It might even be the month after that. Really and truly, it needs to be by next month. I need to have it done by the end of May, right? Good morning. Let's pray. Father, Lord, good morning. We thank you for your mercy and your grace. We are grateful to you, oh God, for so many things. We thank you first and foremost for waking us up this morning. We thank you for the breath of life that's in our bodies and in the bodies of your people, our family, our friends, our loved ones, Father Lord. We thank you, Heavenly Father, for just being able to breathe, to be able to have this air going in and out of our lungs. We thank you, Father Lord, for clothing us in our right mind this morning. Help us, Heavenly Father, to stay that way throughout the day. Father, Lord, we thank you so much for your forgiveness. We ask right now in the mighty name of Jesus that you forgive us of all our sins and transgressions. Whatever we have thought, whatever we have said, whatever we have done, Father, Lord, that is just full of unrighteousness, full of ungodliness, just not according to your will. That's unpleasing to you. We ask that you forgive us, O Lord. We may not have repented with asking others for forgiveness, but Father, we're asking that you please forgive us. Father, Lord, forgive us for delay. Forgive us just for any misunderstandings. Forgive us, Father, Lord, for just being our little human selves. So, Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing all of us here together today. Help us as we go throughout this day to be loving and caring and kind to one another, to show you to others. In Jesus' name, amen. So, yes, let's get to it. Let's get to it. I'm going to show y'all what's going on and what's happening. Like, there's 5 things going on in my head at the same time. I'm supposed to be writing this. I had the pen in my hand, and I had this because I found this where I took this note sheet out of, which is a paper clip, because I need a paper clip for this one. So I'm just pulling this one to put the paper clip in when I should be writing the stuff. That is the attention deficit brain, y'all. Out of control. It's out of control. It is absolutely out of control. It is absolutely out of control. So I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how else to tell you to that. That's how our brain function, and it's not. We don't like it. We don't like it, not one bit. We don't like it, but that's just how it is. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Let me know if you understand, because that's just how it is. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. Let's see. Let's see what else. I don't know. Let me just stick this right here. I got something to talk about in this anyway, but I'm gonna put it back where it's supposed to be. In the meantime, I'm coming. So monthly task list. This is what I want to do in my monthly task list. Find pots to repot my sansevierias. So I need 3 of those. I need 3 nice, cute, decorative pot that's like 2 inches, 1 to 2 inches larger than where they are now, because I don't want to. Um, so let me put clear, 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 in inside, and then I want a decorative, and then I want a decorative pots, and these are going to be plastic pots. So basically, it's going to be 2 different pots, right? So we're going to have the clear decorative one that they're going to mainly be in. I could take that out to get them watered, and then the decorative ones is the cute pot like this that they're going to be in. And we're going to talk about her in a moment. So I need to do that. And I also need to purchase, which I'm hoping I'll get that done as well. I need to purchase 7. Who's been to the Dollar Plus store? Who's been to the Dollar Plus store lately? So they've got these $5 big plastic planters. So I'm also going to be purchasing some of those. I'm going to get 7 of those, 7 black planters from There's No Rush, okay? Dollar Plus tree. All right. So I need to do that as well. And I need to get those for outside. The thing is, I really didn't know whether or not they were food safe, so I can plant food items in there. I don't know. It doesn't say it on the container. It doesn't say it's is or is not. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything. I don't know. And the person who worked there can't tell. I have nothing to go off of. What I did see was a video of this young lady who used actually laundry basket, the Dollar Tree laundry basket, the mesh ones with some the garden cloth. What do they call it? The landscaping fabric, and she used that, and she said it lasts her for about 4 to 5 years, and then of course she has to get new one because it succumbs to the weather. I mean, even wood succumbs to the weather, so I understand. So if these ones for $5 is able to last me even for 4 years, that, and for $5, that's like $1.25 a year. I mean, a whole $1.25 a year. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that type of investment and placing them every 4 to 5 years. And the laundry basket is thinner than those things. The wire in it is thinner than those things. So we'll see how it works out and what happens with those. So I'm going to get those. I don't have to get them in a hurry. I'm not in a rush. There's the other side of the garden that I'm working on right now. I want them for over there. That plan is always changing. What I initially wanted to do, I'm not doing anymore. Like y'all, like the whole landscape situation has changed. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it evolving as I do one thing and I see that what I initially wanted to do will not work or will not look best. I'm okay with changing the plan. Okay. The goal, where was it that said change, don't change the goal, change the plans or something like that. So I'm okay with changing the plan. The goal is still to make outside beautiful, and it's still to make it a nice area that I can sit and enjoy, and of course grow food or things that we can use to cook, like, and eat, or learn how to learn how to tend things that we grow and eat. So that's still the overall goal. It's just how we're going to get there, right? That's how we're going to get there. That's changing. So that's that. Atia, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, some things exactly, Shada. Exactly. 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 So welcome, Atia. So good to see you, Galina. Boo. Welcome. Galina, stay out the Dollar Plus store. Okay. Stay out of Dollar Plus. Nita, good morning and welcome. Okay, so we're getting the joke early. We're getting the joke. Tiffy, good morning and welcome. Tiffy got the joke early. Tiffy says, "What do you get when you cross a bee with a rabbit?" Oh, Tiffy. A honey bunny. Oh, Tiffy, no. You get a honey bunny. Mm, listen, like what would a honey bunny even look like? Tiffy, what what would a honey bunny even look like? What would that look like? I'm maybe maybe it's a brown bunny with black spots. I don't know, but y'all, that would look like something made in a lab. Galena, whatever you come up with, text it to me. It gotta have wings. Like with transparent wings. He got a big bunny with them itty bitty transparent wings. It can't fly. It can only hover. Tag me, Galita. Y'all remember which one was it? Was it Bugs? One of those was it Bugs? I think was it Bugs? One of these Pixar, or whichever, whoever made it, where it had this caterpillar. The caterpillar was chunky, and it came up and popped these little wings. Who remembers that? Who remembers? That's that's what honey. That's what honey bunny's gonna look like. No, I can't. I cannot. Y'all, that picture is no. No. No, no, no. Calm down. It's too early. Seen the cicada killer. No, I have not. I have not. I have not. I have not looked at any of that stuff. Listen, I'm just trying to be a okay plant auntie, not a bad plant auntie out in these streets, okay? And the deeper I dig into this plant world, the more I see that I'm not equipped and I'm not ready for it, okay? I'm not equipped and I'm not ready for it. So first of all, let me really quickly, it's Erin Condren launch day. If you're going to purchase anything, let me know. I do have an affiliate link, and I will go ahead and post that for you all if you're going to purchase anything. We'll talk about the EC stuff in a little bit because I've got some notes on that. But right now, we're going to talk about this plant mama life. Okay. And you hobby for winter next year. Shauna, what are you going to do winter next year? What's your hobby? I don't know. I'm still going to be learning how to plant things. I'm still going to be learning how to plant things. So, plant mama update. Galina's like, don't ask me that. All right. So, indoor, let's talk about indoor plants. Indoor plants. So, my plant babies got their shower for the month. Okay. Or I think I'm going to do it every other month. I think I'm going to do it every other month. Okay. So I saw on the YouTubes at one point in time, okay, that what this lady does, she said the easiest thing is to put her plants in the shower, and that's how she waters her plants. She just puts them in the shower. And I was like, that is so genius and that is so smart. So that's what I've done. Okay. So all of mine that are able to, come out and have their interior pots. This is the one that I got it in for my sister-in-law. And then I just put it in this decorative one. When I repot, of course, I got to uppot this pretty soon because she's getting out of control. Anyway, what was I saying? So I put them in the shower, and that's how I water them, and that serves a couple purposes. Of course, it gets a thorough watering, but not only does it get a thorough watering, it also will, help to wash off anything that might be on the leaves with the sprayer. I could not find my like insecticide spray that I have for them, the insecticide, one of them that I have for them. I would have sprayed it on there before I brought them out. I didn't have that handy. I can't find it. I don't know where it disappeared to. So that's that. But they did get their shower. So everybody, and they got a good water. Then they stayed in the shower for a while so they can, dry off a little bit. Because you can't come out the shower all wet and then be on my table. We're not doing that. And I'm not about to dry off your leaves for you because when you come in this house, you got to be self-sufficient. If you're not self-sufficient, we have a problem. We got a problem. We got a problem. We have a problem. Okay. So it dried off just a little bit, and then I brought them back out for the rest of the day. And it was humid in there, of course, so it gave them a little bit of humidity, which was great. So they had a good time. They were all right. They were fine. They got to have their plant meeting. They congregated with each other. They had a little bit of plant church up in there. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. And then it was time for this meeting to be over. Okay, so I put them back where they belong. Now, after I did that, not a day later, I noticed that this one started shooting out. This is a new leaf that's coming up. Y'all see that? That's a new leaf. It has not unfurled or folded, or I don't know what they call it, unfolded yet, but it hasn't done that. Another one, because I have 3 of this Deliciosa. I have 3 of this one. And after, and one already, its new leaf came up and out and unfolded itself already. I was like, looky here, looky here, looky here. So that's already done. Do you need to be moved over? What is the problem? I think so. So that's already done. And then oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Then this one started coming up. So I was like, wow. So this is the status. This is where it is right now. I don't know. It's just there. So you see it's like not growing straight. So this is why I am definitely going to need to, get the pole and pole it a little bit. I do have the stakes, but ain't nobody got time for that. So these are doing really well. They're all still alive, all three of them, and they're in their matching pots because they have to be in their matching pots. Not only did that one get it, let me see, with every other month shower, why don't you water every day? Absolutely not, Shauna. Their bodies are about it. Oh no. Mm-mm. How often do you water aloe vera? I'm not sure about aloe vera. You swear you didn't water yours for months, and I went crazy sprouting new sprouts every direction. Well, some plants are able to not have water for quite a long time. Some plants are, like the snake plants. I be forgetting to water that once a month sometimes because a lot of times I give the snake plant water once per month, but like stuff like this one requires water a little bit more often. So this is the soup. This is my superbium. That's that's this one. This is my superbium. Um, And this one sprouted. This is a new leaf. As a matter of fact, it sprouted this new leaf. And I'm telling you, in the space of less than 3, 4 days, this is what's happening. Like from a baby. Like this one is still this one is still the size that I purchased it. This is how I purchased these two leaves. And this one came up and it was like, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Okay. And so this baby is just growing, like it's almost the size of one of the larger more mature ones. So from what I'm learning, this will probably possibly maybe during the growing season shoot out every month or two, shoot out a new leaf. I'm not sure because of different conditions. So you got the lighting conditions, you got stuff. I need to fertilize them. So that's going to be the next thing on my list. But this one is doing really well. This one is doing really well. This one is doing really well. And then the newest baby to the plant family, which is it's Thai and it's he, okay, Thai is doing really well, which is the Monstera Thai constellation. That's the last one that I purchased. That one is doing fine. That one is doing well. It's out in the on the dining room table. Okay, it's on the dining room table while the snake plants are on the windowsill. They're getting some sun. So stuff got to be shuffled around. Stuff have to shuffle around. Okay, it's like they're playing window domino to see who's going to get the sun. Now, I do have the one. Let me tell you what had happened. Okay, we did have a tragedy. So, but my ficus is doing good. I do have a ficus that's doing well also. Okay, everybody doing good. Everybody's doing good except. So what had happened was, right after I washed and watered everybody, there was one plant that I think it took too much water, which was the one that I told y'all been stressing me out. I put it in a corner by the window and I was just waiting for it to die because obviously it didn't like living with me. So I was like, I'm just going to use the pot. So that one I put it. So I said to myself, self, why don't you put it outside for a couple of hours so that the air outside can dry out some of that water that's in the soil. I put it just right by the front door. Okay, so it wouldn't be outside in the whole sun, right? Let me put you right by the front door so you could dry out a little bit, and then I'll bring you back in. Well, what had happened was she forgot it outside. Because in Georgia, if you don't know, let me tell you what happened in Georgia. We don't use the front door like that. we don't we don't use the front door like that, okay? We go in the garage, get in the car, go away. And we open up the garage door and come in the garage, drive in the garage, and we come inside that way. We don't use the front door like that. We don't use the front door like that. Okay. It's the garage door. So I really should have put it right by the garage door. And so it was outside for like two plus days, 3 days. And them leaves is burnt. Y'all. The leaves are burnt. So I did snip some off. I snipped it off. Man, it's looking quite naked right now. I snipped it off and it's still outside. I didn't even bring it back in last night. I snipped the leaves off yesterday. I said, let it stay out there for tonight. So I'm gonna bring it back in the morning because I want to make sure and take a look at it and see if there's any bugs on there because I don't want to bring no bugs in the house. So I gotta beat the leaves a little bit to get off any bugs that's on there. So we do have a tragedy that is happening at this point, and it is my fault. Okay, it is my fault. I will say 100% that part is my fault, but at the same time, it's stressing me. But anyway, that's my fault with that one. Riddick, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Welcome into the tea. They're still alive despite Tamara. Listen, Shauna, except that one. It's still living. It's still living. The leaves are just burnt. So I got to bring it back in. Hope your Christmas cactus starts sprouting something soon. I hope so too for you. Maybe it's like my grandma told me to keep in a dry, dark room for 6 months to the fall and the winter. That means it's in the closet. Bring it out in the spring, in the sunny room in summertime. That's crazy. That's what you do, Tiffy. Really? I'm not buying none of that. No Christmas no cactus, cacti, none of that for me. It's gonna stay. It's gonna stay with y'all. It's gonna stay with y'all. It's gonna stay. I think the only thing left right now. Let me see. Right now on my plant to buy list. Let me. There's 2 things. Oh, three things. Let me cross off the lemongrass because I did buy lemongrass. I bought the lemongrass. I had to drive to a couple cities over, okay, like 40 minutes to go get this lemongrass at Walmart. I had to drive the 40 minutes. So I purchased it. So I love lemongrass. Lemongrass tea is like one of my favorite ones, but you can't really find the fresh stuff close to me here. So I went and I got it. So hopefully I can keep that alive. Okay, hopefully that can keep alive. So there's 3 things right now that's on my to buy list right now left for plants, which is my ZZ plants, right? Um, and I have the Anthurium hukiri variegated. I think that was a variegated edition. Don't ask me. Possibly, maybe. But the main one is that ZZ plant. And then the last thing is figs. I remember we talked about the figs. I want to get the fig tree. So those are things that's on my plant shopping list right now. Okay. I skipped the list with the Thai constellation. I didn't put it on the list. I just purchased it because honestly, I'm telling you, when people see it, plant people see it at the store, they're just going to buy it. And I'm not with the whole driving around for 35 years. I did it enough. I think I did it for like 3+ weeks. I looked for it, right? I started looking for it 3+ weeks. That's enough of my gas. That's enough of my gas. I'm gonna answer you in a moment, Shauna. Maybe, Shauna. But it's coming along good, Shauna. The garage project is coming along really good. Of course, there's other things the garden project is taking so much more of my energy. So I have 4 things that I'm really working on. However, I can't give all of them my attention. But thanks for checking in with it. But the garage project is going great. But now I have to make more room for plant things because plant things are coming in, right? So I've got to make more room for the plant items and figure out where those are going to go. So that's that. I just saw this website yesterday and I signed up for what was it called? Chip Drop. Anybody heard of that? Chipdrop.com. I saw it on the thing where landscaping companies in the area or tree service companies in the area, they want to drop off their chip, but they don't have like they could drop it in your yard and it's for free. There's a little service charge if you just choose to pay that, and I chose the option no. I probably will give a tip or something, but that or lumber, like or wood, not lumber, wood, trees. When they cut down trees, they could drop some of the trees. So if you need tree for something, they could drop that in your yard. Okay, they cut it, pack it up, drop it to your yard. Anyway, I got a lot of wood chips. I want a lot of wood chips because my backyard, I actually want to cover. There's like a sinkhole. I don't know what these people were doing when they got the property, but there's like a hole. So I want to fill that hole with wood chips, and then probably end up covering the top with some topsoil at the end of the day, right? But I want to do that. So that's what I've done. The front yard where I was going to do the paved, not the paved, the gravel driveway, I'm going to use the wood chips. If I can get the wood chips for free, let me tell y'all something. That's a whole parking pad for free 99. That's a whole parking pad, but I'm going to need a lot of them. So, and it's going to be a lot of work. I'll probably have to purchase a wheelbarrow or something to pull the chips from front to the back or whatever the case may be. It don't matter. Let me buy it. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to do it. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. But we'll see if I get a notification for anything from them. I'm going to say, bring it on. Right. So, but you got to understand that it does come with like you got to be careful. Like there's stuff that might be in it that you can and cannot use if it's like a garden, but I'm not going to use that for my garden. It's for something else. So anyway, that's fine. Um, that's fine. So we'll see if they anybody in the area. It's summertime. People are going to be cutting down all sorts of things. So we'll see how they do that. All right. You could always use a tarp to move mulch around. That is true, but I still would have to drag it from one place to the other. I'm not dragging that. I need something that I could just, well, something on wheels. I need something on wheels. I need something on wheels. So, got to get something on wheels. Probably not a wheelbarrow. Probably something else that I could put. That's too much cardio. That is way too much cardio. That's way too much cardio. But I get it. Yeah, it's good workout. It's good exercise. I don't have a problem with it. Just do a little bit at a time. Yeah, so anyway, let's finish that off. Plant shopping list. That's what on my plant shopping list right now is to find the fig, the ZZ plant, and then probably the Anthurium hukiri. I think that's how you pronounce it. It might not be. Because I didn't name it. I didn't name it. It's not my baby. I don't know. I did not name it. So that's that. Also, um, what else do I need to grab? I do still need to grab the supplies. So let me put that on my monthly list because it's not time yet. So that's one of the reasons why I have not done it. I need to get the tubing for my 4x4 garden bed. Okay. I need to get the tubing because remember, I'm going to be making the thing to put the netting over. I'm going to have to do that. I did put stakes, those stakes around the blueberries. And the fruit cup, I use a fruit cup container just to put on top of the steak. I saw that on the YouTubes too, but I'll probably end up using a bottle. I think I have a bottle that I could use instead, but I put the fruit cup until so that when I put the netting on there, it doesn't get stuck, right? It doesn't rip my netting. So I did that. So when the blueberries start to ripen, I'm going to cover it. I don't have to cover it until they start to ripen. Okay, so the blueberries taken care of. It has a load of blueberries on there, and I'm really happy about that this year. So it's really good. I'm really happy about that this year. Like in this, I guess, is the year for it to bloom because in previous years it hadn't done that well. But at the same time, in previous years, I hadn't fertilized it. I hadn't taken so much care of it, and it didn't have the other one right next to it. So I planted the second one next to it, and they're both producing. The second one is half the size, so it's smaller because it was in a container. So I need to do that. I need to fertilize my indoor plants. So for my indoor plants, which means, okay, hold on a second, y'all. Let me check, make sure there's nothing I need to respond to that's alerting me. Nope, I don't need to respond to that. Possible rain today, which is really good. Um, you got to declutter and organize your pantry, Shauna. Get to it. I don't like doing that. You can't say anything. We have a Oh, Tiffy. Can I borrow it? Can I borrow it? You on the lookout for storage containers in June. Okay. Do you know what I saw at Walmart, which is really cute? It had a snack container that had little compartments, little individual compartments, and it's locks like a case. It locked like a case with a clear top. I thought that was pretty cute, but totally unnecessary. So I didn't even bother with that. So I need to fertilize my indoor plants. And with the fertilizing of the indoor plants, I'm wondering if I could use I'm gonna see if I could use the little fish fertilizer that I have, the Alaska fish fertilizer, instead of buying new ones. However, if I have to buy a new one, then I'll buy a new one. There is let me put this on there too, by Miracle Grow. I watched a video yesterday, tomato. And that was especially for the containers, for anything in a container, that was one that was recommended, the Miracle Grow water soluble mix. It's a tomato one. It's like I'm gonna put $10. It's like $10, $9 and some change. It's like $10 for that. You mix it and then you water your flower, your plants, and it will grow. And so while I am gonna try to do everything as organic as possible, I am, especially the things that are in containers, from what I am getting, a little bit of other fertilizer other than organic stuff is okay. It won't damage the micro environment, the microbiome that you're trying to build in your soil. So yeah, so I might end up doing that, because honestly, being able to plant the food is good. And here's why I say that. So the first bed that I planted, right? So now we're going to go to outdoors. Um, with a dump bed, oh my gosh, that dump bed sounds wonderful. Eggshells are good for tomatoes. Yes, so you have to really dry it out, blend it up to make it into a powder, put it in there so it's available to the plant. That reminds me, you saw someone use a dollar store holder as a hanging herb plant. Interesting idea for small spaces. Yes, dollar store containers, trust and believe, they do so many good things with them. So many good things with them. So my leaves, that first bed that I planted in March, okay, the first bed, 4x4 bed I planted in March, it's not doing well at all. It's not doing well. The leaves are pretty much yellow. And it's either going to be one, the watering. Well, okay, so here's the problems, which I've watched tons of videos, and let me see if I can remember. Okay, so one is the timing. I probably planted them too early. I know I planted them too early because the seeds are not sprouting well, and the ones that I planted at the end, at the 1st of April, they're further along than the ones that I planted mid-March. Okay, so mid-March is not a good time for me to direct sow and plant these seeds outside, because the ground is still going to be too cold. So even though they did germinate, they're not growing well. Okay, so timing is a problem. The second issue is going to be fertilizing. So nutrition, right? The nutrition that it's getting. The granulate fertilizers are not available immediately. You put it in the ground, yes, but it's not available immediately to the plant. It takes weeks for it to break down. So as it's growing, it needs some other type of fertilizer, some other type of nutrition to be able to grow with. Okay. So timing, fertilizing, and then watering, like the watering schedule. I need to be more consistent with my watering. And so that's that issue right now. That's that issue right now. So I'm going to completely redo that bed. Here is the other item being added to the task list, which is to replant bed 4x4 bed number one. Okay. So I'm going to completely redo that. I'm going to take some of the items that are sprouting in bed number two because I planted more than what I needed in one cell, just in case, right, for germination purposes. So I'm going to transplant some of those when they get a little bigger. I'm going to transplant some of those in that second bed, into that other bed. Not only that, on the 20th, I do have two trays. 12, there's 12 cells in each tray, so 24. And I planted some seeds in there, and they're outside next to the bed. So by the midway of next month, I should have some stuff sprouting up that I can also um transplant over as well, possibly be able to transplant. Maybe they're not going to be big enough, but we'll see. But I have stuff that's coming to be transplanted there. Okay. So yo, that's on the way. In the meantime, like I said, bed number two that is currently growing well. Bed number two, y'all, I'm so proud of my beans, but there's something that's eating the leaves of my beans. But anyway, I'm so proud of my beans because the beans are growing really well. I'm gonna have to take some pictures and post with my little notebook. Let's get the little notebook. I'm gonna put this post pictures. I'm gonna post some pictures today. Post garden pictures on a Facebook group. Okay, so I'll post some pictures. They're small, but I'm a proud mama. I'm a proud mama. I'm a proud mama. Red, good morning. How are you? Welcome. Camellia, good morning. How are you? Good to see you. What's the March bed for? Pumpkin, squash, sweet potatoes. That March bed had the same thing that this one. Like I'm really just replanting more of the same things because I'm not messing with trying to plant too many things because I don't know how to grow these things this year. So this is a learning year for me. Um, this is a learning year for me. So the things we had, let me tell you, we had in there, we had basil, bush beans, yellow beets and the red beets, bell pepper, bok choy, habanero, lavender, lettuce. I did plant a zucchini, watermelon, thyme, spinach, nasturtium, marigold, bunching onions, and I did plant some regular onions as well to experiment, not from seeds, but from the sets. So that's off to the side. So I'm gonna see if that's how that's working out. So that's what was done at the beginning of the month, and that's what was done earlier as well. That's what was done earlier. I think I did watermelon. Did I do on the side? I know I have some other flower, like I have this sunflower and something else along the side. I have sunflower and something else. And I went and raided my sister who decided that she wanted to go to New York. Let me tell y'all, she had some mulch in her yard that somebody obviously dropped some mulch there for her. She had like a pile of mulch. And I went there and I saw it. I was like, look at this gold. So I took a picture of her and sent it to her. And I was like, to my other sisters, I'm like, if you go to your sister's house and you see this kind of gold, what are you supposed to do? And they were like, take it. So I took it. I didn't take all of it. I mean, because like, I don't even know if it'll be several trips. Okay. I came back with 4 totes, okay, of mulch. And I mulched one of the areas because I was going to buy mulch. I didn't have to. It's like 4 totes of mulch. And like I took 2 flowers that she had at her house, and then Florence was there. And so Florence is encouraging me to snatch them things. She was like, "You don't want to take that with you?" So I took it. So I took that, and then as well. So she had some seeds because last year when the dollar store had seeds for like either a penny, or I think it was a penny. They had seeds for a penny. Like my sister took the whole display. So she had seeds at the house. It was flowers, right? Flowers. So I took a couple seeds. I didn't take much. I just took a couple things. She had like this red, and I don't have them in here. They're outside. Do I have two in here that I was supposed to be bringing outside? Did I bring it outside already, Tamara? Why? Dang. So I think I did. But there was this red. It's called something queen, a red sunflower. I was like, I want that. It's like a deep, deep red sunflower. So I'm going to be planting that if I have not planted it out there in that new tray that I got, right? And I made tags, and I made the tags for what I planted in the tray. Now, the problem with the tags, there's not a problem with the tag. The marker that I'm using on the tags, the sun will beat them off. The heat makes it disappear with the rain. So I have to go back through and rewrite again the stuff that's on there. It is a permanent marker, but it's not a garden marker. So I have to go back through and relabel them as well. So more work, more work, more work, more work. Y'all see this? I wasn't ready for this. You were saving your sister from having to to pack it out. You were really just doing her a favor. Listen, I am definitely doing her a favor. So that's what I did. I'm definitely doing her a favor. So that's what I did. I did her a favor. So I took it. I'm gonna go back and get some more too. So the mulch that I get from her place is what I'm gonna be using to mulch the areas where food is, because that I know I could that will be fine. But anything else that comes in from that drop place, I'll put someplace else. I don't know what I don't know what's in it. I don't know what's in it, so I'm gonna put it someplace else, right? As well. So that needs to be done. Also, another task that's going to need to be done, and I'm putting this on this list, is to plan the fall garden. Okay. Here's the thing. So now that I know, like, there's your spring and summer, and there's your fall and winter stuff that you need to do. So I need to start now with getting an idea of what are those things that I want to do for the fall, or that's going to be able to, when the first frost hits or right before the first frost hits, to plant those things so that they go over the winter, and then late winter, early summer, some of those stuff is going to, I can harvest those things, right? So I'm gonna have to start planning that as well. I'm gonna have to start planning that, y'all. When I tell you this gardening stuff is so much work, all your medical supplies into the old dresser. Oh, okay, Shauna. Yes, 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 yes. I'm putting some planter supplies in the old filing cabinet, so that works. Um, flower stands area. We don't have any in our area this year. I don't know about that one. Okay, so what is this one called? Foxglove. Anybody have experience with foxglove? So I went into Walmart. Here's the story time. I went into Walmart yesterday because I always be minding Walmart's business, always. So I went into Walmart yesterday. It's floral season time. They got some stuff on clearance sometimes as well. Went there, drove around to the plant section, looked at the clearance stand. I'm like, oh yeah, they do have some flowers on clearance. Let me go and park and go in. They didn't have the floral section gate open, so I couldn't go in there. So I had to park to go into the store and walk down to the gardening center outside. When I tell you the 5 minutes it took me to park, get out, get a cart, walk up there to the garden center, there were 3 ladies surrounding every single flower that was on that clearance section, and they took it. They took it, y'all. They didn't. They took it. They took them. And I'm looking like, Y'all ain't left nothing, and I can't blame them because I probably would have done the same thing. Because there was one lady that was there looking at something, and I was like, "Oh, let me just get by you and grab this little blueberry." So I grabbed the blueberry because they had a blueberry bush, a little blueberry bush. It was like $5. Because I was like, "You got to budget yourself, Tamara, because you're already spending way too much on these plant babies, okay?" But then again, they the plant babies, right? So I said, "Oh my gosh." And then this lady had these fox gloves in her car. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, they were purple." And I'm like, "They are so pretty." And she was like, "They are, aren't they?" She said, "And they're perennial. They're going to come back again next year." And I'm looking at her like, "Where are they? Were they on the clearance?" She was like, "Yes, they were up here for $7." And then she said, "Do you want one?" Y'all know what I said. Y'all know what I said. Y'all know what I said. Because I always say, don't ask Tamara if she wants something if you don't mean it. Because if you're waiting on Tamara to be how is it? To be shy, to be demure, and to say, no, yeah, I want it. I want it. I want it. I put that blueberry back so fast. And I took that fox love. It was $7. So I bought it. So it's outside. It's outside. I came home, I put it outside, and I watered it because it was drier than the desert. So I gave it some water. And so the soil is, and I gotta loosen it up because it does have weeds in it as well. So I gotta loosen it up. Now, the thing that I learned, because I watched a video on the foxglove, y'all, it's poisonous. It is poisonous. It is poisonous to humans and to animals. Okay, so no humans don't eat it. Don't eat that. However, it is medicinal as well. Okay, exactly. The weeds are free. Buy the plant, get the weed for free. So they are biannual plants, biannual perennials, meaning the first year they give you vegetation, the second year they will give you the blooms as well. And then they will go to seed and die off, and then they will come back they should seed themselves and come back the next year, and give you, what is it, and give you greenery, and then just recycle, just recycle, right? They should recycle. So so I'm like, all right, for $7, yes, I'm gonna take that. I'll take that. And if it comes back next year and give me even more, I'm going to be very, very happy with that. I'm gonna be very happy with that. So I did buy that for $7 yesterday. I did. I really, really, really did. I really did. Because why not? Okay, so there's a lot of reasons why not. Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. But I did get that. So yes, loads of situations and gardening situations to do today, loads of situations to do today as well. Well, this, oh, from here forward. But going back to the winter plant, the fall garden, so I got to start looking for, what are you going to plant in the fall, and what do you need in order to plant those things in the fall. So yeah, what are you gonna plant and what do you need to plant? I've got to watch videos on those things because I don't know what all these fall fruits, veggies, and things are. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clues about what they are. Um, but even before that comes in, it's going to be taking care of what's growing in the garden, letting some of them going to seed, and collecting seeds to replant next year. If I'm not going to collect the seeds to replant next year, I've got to look out for when the seeds are going on clearance so I can purchase some more seeds, right? Um, I do have some mini bell peppers that I purchased from Publix or Walmart, one of them, in the bag. The mini bell pepper, the mini bell peppers are sprouting. I let it dry and I sprinkled it in a grow bag. And it's actually coming up. They're teeny, teensy, wincy, wincy, wincy things, but they're coming up. Also, habanero, I did the same thing with the habanero that I purchased. Used some when I was cooking, and then let the seed dry out, and I sprinkled that as well, and that's coming up also. So I do have things that are coming up. Is just now that they're coming up, how do I take care of them? How do I take care of them? Right? Um, I'm not sure if for 2026 garden, I'm going to do planting indoor or outside. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. If I'm going to start inside, if I'm going to start indoors, y'all know what that means. That means she's got to buy grow mat. I mean, a warming mat or heating mat. I got to buy the trays to go on the heating mat with the covers, probably with the cover. I mean, the light, the grow lights. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But even though I don't want to, I may still need to. Okay, I may still need to. So I'm doing that. I'm glad you mentioned the cabbage. I'm not doing brassica type plants, tomatoes. I'm not doing anything that normally get a lot of, what do you call these things? Pests. And I don't want the problems. I don't want problems. I don't like problems. So I don't want to do it. So I'm not doing a lot of those things for this year. I still have the potatoes out there. They have not sprouted they have not sprouted anything yet. But of course, it's still time. They still got like another 2 months to be able to sprout stuff because that's how they are. That's how they are. Let me see. Um, okay. They still have like 2 months. So, garden update, y'all. Like I said, I'll post a picture. I mean, everything is growing well. Everything is growing well. I can't say I had elephant ears and they died. The bulb of them was all squishy in the dirt, so I don't think those are going to come back. The canna lilies, however you pronounce them, those are finally pushing up and about to come out. I did transplant coleus. Y'all, they disappeared. They did. They gone. And also some purple heart. I have one purple heart left and one coleus left from what I transplanted. And that's mostly my fault because it's on the other side. And I told y'all if it was on the other side, the possibility of it getting watering is very low. And I didn't water it as much. And so that was my problem. So I think what I need to really do first is to plant stuff, let it grow well, and then I can put it over on that side. Make sure it's big enough to be transplanted. Because if it's a baby, it's not gonna survive. It's gonna die. Bucket potatoes, you might do that some year. Shauna, you know what somebody did, and I'm still looking at it like I might do that. Instead of doing the bucket, they did what was that they did? A box, a cardboard box, bucket cardboard box, and yeah, bucket cardboard box. Some of them do it in like even the planters or whatever. You could get a big enough planter. They do it in stuff like that. Yeah, the bucket too. Listen, but I was like, one of them buckets is like $7. $7. I wonder if there's like a local bakery that has buckets, but I don't really need that many buckets. But if there's a local bakery that got buckets, maybe check a local bakery that, buys icing and stuff like that, and then you could just get them for free. You saw clothes basket? Absolutely, Tiffany. Yes. No, the cardboard box was not lined with anything at all. James Prigioni, I don't know what his channel is. He did it on YouTube. He done did it. James Prigioni. Let's see if I tell YouTube his name, if YouTube can come up with what it is. James Prigioni. Okay. Okay. The gardening channel with James Prigioni. Or I don't know what it is, but it's called the gardening channel. Um, let's see. Let me hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me get I'm gonna share his channel and then you gotta just share, you gotta search, you search the channel and find the video. But he did it. He grew it in that. Paste. Send it. There you go. You have pickle buckets. Oh, you do. See. Paper bags and potting soil. Ah. Okay, Shauna. Yeah. So search it for his channel for or just put his channel name in the YouTube search box with growing potatoes in box. I'm sure other people have done it too on YouTube. So just, do it like that. Now, the box did break down, but it didn't break down until like when it was almost time to harvest. So, I mean, if you can get, I mean, you got an Amazon box. you, you got an Amazon box. You know you do. You know good and well you got an Amazon box. Okay. So I'm drinking this Evolution, and it's not cold enough. It needs to go back in the fridge because it's all sweated off, and it's orange squeeze. This is a real fruit soda. Actually, this is a probiotic. It's a prebiotic probiotic soda. So it needs to go back in the fridge to get cold again. Dang, nabbit. I was supposed to be, So I usually do this to kind of help me with my like that soda craving. It was BOGO at Publix because that's the only time I'll be buying these things like that. And it went with my meal prep for the week. And so it was like ended up being like $1 and change for one, which I'm okay with that because prebiotic, probiotic, good for your gut health. Plus, it's got a little bit of fizzy to it, and it got different flavors too. When it's cold, right? It's okay. It's not bad. And I got the orange and another one because I like orange soda, but it's not today. Dr. Pepper, here down to one. A day and night. Oh, okay. Look at that. Okay, okay, Shauna. Okay, Shauna. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go outside. I'm gonna go outside and check not because my list is in here, right? We made the list. Remember we made the list? We did. So I'm gonna go check to make sure everything sprouted and what did not sprout. The watermelon did not sprout again. It says 7 to 10 days. It did not. So what I need to, so I did plant a new one on the 20th. So by the 30, by the end of the month, by the first of next month, if it doesn't come up, then that means that it might have just been a bad batch, period, for the bag of watermelons. Because I mean, I think everything else came up. With also the time is coming up, but they are super, 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 super tiny. They're super tiny. So I'm going to go check everything on my list and make sure, okay, what actually sprouted and what did not sprout. And then I'm going to write in after that. I'm going to make a new list. Good morning, Miss Sarah. How are you? I'm going to write and make a new list with the potential harvest date. Potential harvest date. Because everything here, I think the shortest one is like 50 days, which is what, a month and a half? No, that's like 2 months. That's almost 2 months. So the month of April, the month of May. So basically by the beginning of June, if we are adding the amount of days that it takes to germinate, right? Like lettuce. If we are looking at 10 days to germinate, and then we're looking at, did I plant more lettuce over here? I don't think I even plant more lettuce over here. I think I just planted the bok choy. So if we're looking though at 10 days to germinate and the 50 days to harvest, then that's 60 days. So that's a whole 2 months. So I'm going to go through and just kind of take a look at when I should be able to harvest them. The bush beans are coming along. I'm so proud of those bush beans. They make me want to plant more bush beans. Okay. They make me want to plant more. So I'm going to take a look at those. The habanero, of course, 100 days, y'all. 100 days. Well, the bell peppers ain't not much better, 65 to 85 days, and the basil is up to 90 days. So we have some time to harvest those or for those to be ready. The nasturtiums are coming along really well. I'm happy with the nasturtiums. They're very skinny and lanky or leggy, uh, according to the terminology. They're very leggy. but it's okay. So April, May, well, all of April, all of May. Yeah. So by the beginning of June, we should have spinach at least. We should have spinach at least. And then, like I said, I do have a second set that's coming up, and hopefully I can get a third set in before anything major happens. And that's one of the way that I'm gonna know, okay, you can plant this or you can plant that, or you have time to do this, is if it needs to be harvested before the weather starts cooling down, and I know it's gonna take me 2 months. Do you have 2 months before the weather starts cooling down? If you don't, leave it alone. Okay? If you don't, leave it alone. So that's a great way for me to know that. So plant life is coming along well. Lots of responsibilities for that. But I'm still finding joy. I'm finding joy in tending and nurturing. I want to try to not use the word grow, because, as one gardener planted pointed out, we don't have the ability to grow anything. God is the one that grows everything. So I'm learning how to nurture these things so that they're able um, to grow well. So that's it. That's it. Now, we've talked about plant life, okay? My superbum is on my desk. It's staying on my desk. I want to tell y'all, like, I love this plant. I love this plant. I'm loving this plant. I will kick everything else off my desk, but this superbum, I'm like, baby, you better be growing good right where you are, because you're not about to leave. I'm really loving it. I love the pot, love everything about it. I'm hoping that it would be able to stay in this container for a while, so I don't have to up pot that for a while. But we'll see, because the roots can be thick and juicy, and with them being thick and juicy, take up a lot of space in a pot. So we'll see how that works out for her. But I gotta take an opportunity to dig down in there and see how things are going. But that's not today. We are not going to dig down into her today. Okay, that's not today. Where's my little bag? I'm searching for my little bag so I can put this back in the bag. All right. So now that we talked about that, let's talk about a little bit about a planner life. Okay, let's talk a little bit about planner life. Let's talk a little bit about planner life. So first, let's go with my little notebook. My little notebook. I think I should probably just take this thing off the back, shouldn't I? Y'all, it's wrinkling it. Ooh. Y'all see, look at that. You see that? You see what it did to it? Look at that. Look at that. It wilted it. It's like all puffy, so it's not properly stuck down to it. Oh, I hate that. I hate that, but it's okay. It's okay. So this is my little notebook. For those who don't know what it is. I know y'all have seen this. This is the new one that I'm going to be using for what's next month? May, right? So I'm going to be using this starting May. I did start putting a few things in it already. And kind of based on how I used the current one that I have, I started setting this one up a little bit. Okay, I still have a few things left to do with setting this one up, and I'm gonna have my little notebook here so I can put some notes while I'm talking. So one of the first things that I put in here is thinking about the Erin Condren dashboard planner, because I want it. Okay, thinking about the Erin Condren dashboard layout planner. I want the 18-month one. Collage minimal. So I'm putting down all of that stuff in here, and what I'm going to be using the sections for. Okay, exactly what I'm going to be using the sections for. Look, the front cover, collage minimal. I need photos to represent the areas of my life, or I'm going to get just pictures of me. So I actually need 7 pictures, because when I went on the website, and today is general launch day. So if you're interested, I can post my link. Um, and you could use it. It's also in the description box of this video. The back cover, you can also put a picture on the back cover. What? So I'm going to look for pictures. I got to look for pictures that represent stuff that I want to be on there. There's black and white. There's some colored ones. Three black and white small ones, three colored ones, and the one for the back. I'm not sure if it's going to be color or black and white, but I'm putting down the different ones. So the cover, what I'm going to do with the inside of the cover, the productivity pages, how that's going to be laid out, the priority section, the dashboard weekly page number 1, which is that left side, and dashboard weekly page number 2, what I'm going to be putting on that and in those sections, because I want a clear idea of how I'm going to be utilizing that planner. Now, not only that, I'm going to be using, and I'm going to put this right now. Where's my little, I need a sticker, a little sticker. In the meantime, what I have been doing in the meantime, because y'all know who I be already. Y'all know how, y'all know me. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. I told you, I'm not waiting to use nothing. If I buy it and I want to use it, I'm going to use it right away. So guess what I've been doing? Using it. All right. I did a whole lot of Franken planning. I did a whole lot of Franken planning and trying to see, let me take this out here just in case I accidentally show this thing. So I've been doing some Franken planning in comparison for myself to see how I can use it. Miss Sarah, I love it. I love the cover. I did not put the Scotch Guard on it, but I'm using it anyway. Okay. So yeah. So if and when it gets dirty, it's all on Tamara. It's all on Tamara because she didn't put the Scotch Guard on there. Now, as I'm using this, which is the dashboard layout, and let me show you last week, a little bit of last week. Let me show you what last week looked like. And I put the stickers on after the fact, okay? After the fact. I put the stickers on after the fact. And I wanted to use this so that I can mentally see how certain things will work for me and what I need to change. And also, is there a way for me to add those things into the Happy Planner so that all of what I want or all of what I would want or need could be included in both? I hope that makes sense. You did a layout already too with the cat stickers. So it is different, and I'm gonna kind of go with a little bit of the differences. I'm gonna go over that with you in a little bit, but the first thing I want to put on here is the boxes, the Erin Condren boxes, and I'm gonna tell you about that too, because Erin Condren has those 12 boxes that nobody don't ever know what to do with sometimes. Yeah, so those boxes, I know what I'm gonna put on there in those boxes, so I want to put it. Oh man, here it is. Okay, hold on. What color? Orange. Let's use this little orange one right here. And that is the 12 boxes. 12 boxes. And I'm going to use the 12 boxes for plant things done for the month. Okay, so when I do something for my plant, like for example, I started the seeds on the 20th, I need to be able to have a glance that I can look back and see that big picture, right? Like I need to be able to see, when did I do this? When did I do that? I don't need to necessarily put down every single thing every time I water. No, watering is on the tracking section. But I need to know, when did I do what with the plants? Okay. I could even also put when I purchased a particular plant. Okay. So for the happy planner, I'm thinking I could use the perpetual calendar. I have two things written in already, because that's when I thought, I was like, oh, maybe I could use a perpetual calendar. And then I went ahead and I grabbed this one. This one is an older perpetual calendar. It's not the one that's in the new planner, but it's the one in the a current happy planner that I have. So it is current. The dates are current. It's April, May, June. So that's current. So all I did, I put plant seed trays. And then when I planted the second bed, I put that in there, that I planted the second bed. I can also put in, like, when do I need to check in on something? When do I need to make sure that I check in on something? So when I find out those harvest dates for those particular things, I may be able to put those in there, because I mean, honestly, I don't think I'm going to be using, in 1 month, I'm going to be using so many things in here. You get what I mean? Like, for this month, I got two things, maybe three, because I did purchase the new plant. So I'll have three things. The rest of the space, I could cross out the date and just put the harvest date and what to be harvested that date, but I'll know that those items should be harvested in that month. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? So what I can start are harvesting that month. Okay. Um, or I could also use it for the things that I need to plant that month, or the seeds I need to start that month. So I can put, if I need to start, 10 seeds, I can just list all 10 of those seeds and just put at the top, start these seeds. And I can have them started in the trays or wherever. So I figure I could use that with the perpetual calendar. That's a pro. That's a pro. But there's also a con to it. It's not a lot of space. This is not a lot of space at all. In order for me to, like, with EC, where you have a big old box. Okay, so you can have the space for things. You don't have that option. Hold on. With the happy planner for the month. So they're both different, right? So this is the A5. And so you get the box. You get a whole box. And I don't necessarily have to put in here, like, this month plant XYZ. That could go somewhere in the monthly, right? That can even go on the monthly sidebar, because I don't ever use a monthly sidebar. So that could go on a monthly sidebar. So I know what I'm supposed to plant for that particular month, or what I'm supposed to harvest for that particular month. So being able to have that extra space, more space for more details, is going to be the one of the difference for me with between the happy planner and the Condren one, with this um perpetual calendar, 12 boxes. Okay, perpetual calendar, 12 box. So that's one thing that I had on there. Let me put this back. Where did I have this? Was okay. All right, no, I don't need to put it back. Um Washington, I need to get my pictures together. So I'm not purchasing today, but I need to get my pictures together, because I need my pictures on the cover. I'm doing the collage cover, the minimal collage, because initially I thought it was just like for show. I didn't think they were going to actually have a cover that you can put the pictures on, but I'm like, yep, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. My pictures, my name, everything is going on there. So if I can't find some pictures that I like real quickly, I'm just going to get pictures of me. Every single picture of me. Every single picture of me. Okay, because she's cute too. So I'll probably do that. Oh, it'd be nice to do all black and white, but I don't think they're all going to be black and white. I don't even know. if they want them black and white. Do I have to put them in black and white, or they put them on black and white when I upload it? I don't know. That's a good use of the 12 boxes. Yes, Flores. I thought so too, because I'm like, wow, I could know what did I do in what month, and I can have it right there. I can have them all right there. I could just take a look at it and it's all right there, because that's how my brain loves to see things. Everything right here. Don't make me have to be flipping the pages. Like when I flip the page, it's like it's a whole new category, whole new plant. It's just something new. So my brain likes to see, and that's why that dashboard, the EC dashboard, I think is going to work well for me, I think. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be tempted to change planners and change often, because that's just how my brain is too. But I think that's really going to work. So the next thing is the monthly calendar is the monthly calendar. So ain't nobody got time for that. I did use some older weeklies. Like the one that I'm using now is from November 2022, I think it was. Like a November 2022 page, if I'm not mistaken. It was from November 2022. Some November 2022 planner had these dashboard pages. And so then I said, let me just jump into it and see what the differences are going to be. So let's talk about the weekly pages. Okay, so this is how the Happy Planner weekly pages, and the Erin Condren is the opposite of this. Okay, it's the opposite. Not on that side. It's the opposite. So all these 8 boxes are over on this side. The 8 boxes are over on that side. The pro is you've got space in this Happy Planner dashboard. I like the Happy Planner dashboard. I have no issue overall with the Happy Planner dashboard. Okay. The thing though is when I do use the Happy Planner dashboard, the box at the top, this one, I don't use it as often. I don't use it for a lot. I don't use it as often, and I don't use it for a lot. And it has that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which I thought to myself, maybe I can use it for meal planning. However, the meal prep is not going to work for me in that section. And it's not going to work for me in that section because Monday, 3 days out of the week, I'm having the same exact thing. And then the next 3 days, I'm having the same exact thing. So I don't need to write the same thing 3 times. Okay. I don't want to do that. So I could even put, let's say it's meal prep is Monday. I could put whatever it is, pasta, Monday, draw an arrow. That means it's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday because I've prepped it. It's in the refrigerator. Very good. And then that could make that section easy to use if I'm going to put it there, but I don't want to put it there. I like the layout of the Erin Condren one. And so for this coming week, I kind of try to see how I'd be able to change up the boxes, right? If I'm to change up the boxes, which I'm going to have to change the boxes, I'm gonna have to rename them. So that's one con, is I'd have to cover up every single week. I'd have to cover that up every single week because the category that's listed there would not work for me. It would not work for me. The weekly task list would be fine. The errands, the get it done, I could leave those. Errands, get it done, I could leave those. I don't have to. However, it's not necessarily errands that I'm going to be putting in that section. What I'm going to be using that section for is the running task list. What's my running task list for this week? So if you look on the Erin Condren's dashboard layout, there's, I think, 6 and 6. They've got that 2 box checklist in the middle of the page. The 2 checklists, 6 and 6. And let me go to it. Let me go to it. Let's go to it. Let me move it over so that way I can see it. Okay, and I'll tell you because it has 6 and 6. Minimal collage. Build your planner. Okay, let's build my planner. It's going to want me to do a date. No, let me not do that. Let me go back. Let me just go to a regular one that doesn't say put my name on it. And build the planner, and I'll go to the layout. Platinum coil. Nope, we're not going to personalize anything. View the cover. Next step. And the dashboard. All right, perfect. Perfection. Let's make it big. Make it bigger. Please. That would be great. Okay, so it is. You decorate that box. Yeah, you don't cook every day. You're trying to gather 30-minute meals. Absolutely, Shauna. The crock pot meals be the bomb. You meal prep today due to you not having any leftovers. Yeah, I had leftovers. So yes, I actually got an extra day. I didn't have to. I actually got an extra 2 days, right? So that's why I'm like, I don't need that much space because sometimes I won't. I won't. And I did go to McDonald's yesterday. I did go to McDonald's last night. I was out. I was like, I'm not. I'm not. I'm hungry now. That food by 7 o'clock. Could you use a quarter or 8 box to cover the words and then write in your own title? Sarah, yes. Yeah, like that's what I've done, Sarah. Right? See? Quarter box. See? But that's the thing is I don't want to have to cover it every single week. Right? I don't want to have to like who wants to have to cover it every single week? So it's good to have what's already done that way. So let me go for next week. I'm gonna grab one so I don't have to keep turning the page. Okay, let me grab this, put this here so I know this is where I got it from. Right? Okay. So the title is to do. Okay, it just has the word to do on the Erin Condren, and then it has 6 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. As a matter of fact, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, good. So it has 7 lines. So you get 14 side by side. You get 14. It's in the middle of the page. It's in the middle of the page. Well, a little bit more up. But you get 7 on one side, 7 on the other. Similar to this. Similar to this. And this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get 10. Okay, so you get 10 and 10. So you get 20. So this is a larger section for more to-dos because we like them to-do lists. So you get more here on the Happy Planner. This is not lined. I'm a lined girl. This is not lined. It's open space. I'm going to use it anyway, but I would prefer it to be lined. And no, I'm not going to draw in any lines. That's too much work. So errands and get it done. I don't necessarily have to change that because, like I said, it's just a running to-do list. It's just a running to-do list. And I know what it is already. But I love the fact that on the Erin Condren, it already says to do. It already says to do. I ain't gotta do it. So priorities, because I want to try to see if the areas that's on there would work for me without me having to cover things up. Will it work without me having to color things up? Okay. So the next one is priorities on Erin Condren, and it's a box right at the very top, and it says priorities. That priorities, I'm probably going to put in I covered this box up. Wait, which one? This one, the calls and emails. Calls and emails. I don't ever have to put down my calls and my emails on something like this, on a weekly planner. I don't have to do that. That would go in something like my daily little notebook, right? So I put priorities. The priorities box is going to be used for what are my top 3 priorities for the week. If I get these 3 things accomplished for the week, I would consider the week to be a success, right? I could also pick those priorities from my goal areas. So let's say a priority for me this week is to fertilize my garden, right? Because girl, if you don't fertilize the garden this week, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna die, right? So let's say that's one of the priorities is to fertilize the garden. Let's say another priority is when it comes to my investment. Like I had to make sure I set things up yesterday because that was a priority. I'm doing a large investment today. Try using my margin for the first time. So I've got to watch that. So I've got to make sure I do that. And then after that's done, make sure I track it for the rest of the rest of this week and next week, probably, right? To see how it's working or how it's going. So I've got some maintenance to do that. So that's going to be the priority is what's those three things that if I get that done for the week, then I would consider the week to be a success. What I have listed for this week is a yard cleanup, the water line quote, and a CE class. Lord have mercy. Those are the bane of my existence. The bane of my existence. The bane of my existence right now. Okay. And of course the garage, but we're not going to talk about that. So I have that on that side. The next one after the priorities is this. This is what has gotten my brain twisted. What I really like though is the trackers. I actually like the trackers. And y'all know I'm not a tracker person, right? I'm not really a tracker person, but I like the tracker. Let me tell you why. Because every single day I be writing in the planner. Okay, not every single day. As often as I use it in my notebook or in my daily planner, I'm writing down my medication. Did you take it today? I'm right. BP med, right? I'm BP meds, active time. Like I said, I gotta track the watering for the garden for the weeks. I gotta water at least probably like 3 times a week. Did you do it? Or what day are you going to be doing it on? You know what I mean? And writing that stuff every day takes space. These trackers are going to be used for that. There is no tracker on this one for that, right? So this is what I came up with for this week. There's no tracker on that. And I also want to track something when it comes to work as well. You know, did I go to work this week? Did I not go to work this week? How was it this week? But what I did was I went ahead and I used this section up here and I just draw lines like because it already has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I draw the lines and then I put, you know, BP meds. Did you take it? I got a checkbox on Monday. That means I sure did take it on Monday. Did you water the garden? Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not, because it got watered the day before. So it's supposed to rain today. So hopefully it does. If it does not, then I have to water this evening, right? So I'm thinking that might work for that section. But then again, I still got to write stuff in and draw the lines. So pros and cons. There's going to be pros and cons to both of them. Um, uh, yeah, there's going to be pros and cons to both of them. So it depends on what you can tolerate more. What can you tolerate more? Okay. So that's going to be for the tracking section. It has 6. So you can track 6 things for that week. So I definitely like that I don't have to go and do it myself. I don't have to do it myself. You're going to need a new one starting July. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have for July already. I got mine for July. Plus I have mine for July. I mean, honestly, I want to say I have pages that I can use also, but at the same time, I'm like, you want the new every year. Every year you want the new. I haven't actually looked at the new EC Lab. You have an already purchased undated planner, and you don't want Temptation, Sarah. Shout out, the EC paper is your absolute favorite. Yes, yes. The EC hands down for me. Hands down for me. That's one of the favorite things about it is the paper. The paper is bomb. The paper is bomb. It screams just elegant and exquisite for me. It's clean. It's clean. My brain loves it. My pens love it. I love it. My markers love it. I love it. So, getting back to the layout. All right. So priorities. So did that. And then in the notes section, the notes section is where I said I would do the meal prep or the meal plan. The meal plan. Okay. And the meal plan is going to be easy. Like for this week, I have Tuesday to Thursday. I just put T to T. Well, it should be okay. TH. So I know it's right. I mean, I know what it is. But Tuesday to Thursday, pasta with spinach. Like, I mean, it's easy. Pasta with spinach and apple pie. And, right? It's pasta with spinach. That's it. Like, I don't need a whole lot of space for that once I'm prepping my stuff. I already have the ingredients and everything. I purchased it last week when I purchased the stuff that I was going to prep for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which I have extra of because I actually have one more for today. So I don't even have to meal prep till tomorrow. If I don't want to, right? If I don't want to, but I probably will prep it today so I don't have to do it tomorrow. It's easy. They had some pasta. It's cheese, like cheese ravioli, like the cheese ravioli situations. Anyway, they had them on clearance at Publix. And I looked at them and they looked at me and I looked at them and they looked at me. I bought pasta sauce. I'm gonna put it in some pasta sauce, season it up, cook that baby down, make some sauteed spinach with some bell peppers and onions, and that's gonna go on the side. And I don't think I'm gonna do any meat per se with it, but I'll probably end up finding some other kind of vegetable to go with that because I don't want to do. I don't know. I don't know if I do find meat. It's got to be like some chicken wings because I've been craving chicken wings like nobody business. Craving chicken wings. Thank you, Dina. I appreciate you, honey. You ordered what? You got the Daily Duo, the full size, or the A5, Dina. Yes, they had apple pie, BOGO. I baked it. I baked it. I could have and I bought whipped cream for the apple pie because mm-mm, mm-mm. I bought that. So I did that. So I have menu, right? I just have menu written there. And then the bottom is favorite moment. On the Happy Planner Parenting Planner, they had that at the very bottom is just your favorite moment of the week. So I thought that was lovely. Y'all heard me say it. And so I snatched it and I put it on here. I'm going to put the moment here for the week. What's my favorite moment for the week? I'm going to think about that and put it back here. What's my favorite moment for last week? I've got to do the one for last week. Last week, I was trying to like put gratitude box. That's not going to work for me as a gratitude box. And the garden task, it wasn't enough space. And I changed my whole plan and the plan changed. Y'all, it says need a new plan. I changed it. I changed the plan. I needed a new plan. I needed a new plan. So I changed it. So I got the week's priorities in the section on the right, and I put it over on the left this week, right? I just put it on the left this week. So we're going to see how that one works out for this upcoming week, the changes that I made. I did want to go ahead and have both spots for my running task list because as the week goes on, things that need to be done, I'm going to write it in here. Whatever I think of that needs to be done for the week, I'm going to write it in this page here. And then as I'm planning the next week, I can now migrate the task from this week to next week. What I also love about the Erin Condren one is that with the monthly page, which is the next 2 pages, okay, this is where I find that there is an even more better advantage for me with the Erin Condren planner. Okay, this is another advantage. There is, let me move, hold on, let me put things back, y'all, because I got to be putting things back in my planner where they were because y'all know, y'all already know. Let's go to May. Yeah, let's go to May. Yeah, let's leave this list. Let's go to May. So there is that dashboard, the productivity pages, right? The productivity pages in the Erin Condren one. The productivity pages, A5, where you at, baby? Come on. Okay, so productivity pages. You have one section, and you have a note page. You have a note page. Okay, so you have a note page. You're gonna have on both sides. You have note pages. That gives you so much extra space to be able to do what you need to do for the month. On those pages, I normally write my goal for the month, like my goal in the different goal areas. What's the goal for the month? I normally write there what the monthly to-do list, right? What's my monthly to-do list? Because my monthly to-do list may be quite long, or my monthly task list. And then those monthly task lists is going to get broken down and go into the week. The new productivity one for Erin Condren. Let's go back again. I'm sorry, y'all. Boom. So just imagine these are reversed, right? These are reversed. But just imagine that this being over here is now one long section and it's lined. It's one long section, it's lined, and it just has to-dos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's 21 lines. You can do 21 to-dos for the month, right? So these are my monthly task lists. Then you also have the 2 boxes still, and then you have this area, but it's smaller as well. I love that because I've gotten used to making a running to-do list for the monthly basis. Hold on a second. I have done it on the side of my weekly, right? I've done it. That's on the side of the weekly. In my daily duo, I've done it on that side. I have done it also. Oh my gosh, I cannot. Somebody did me wrong. Like one section is for social media, and I've done on the note page that's on the right side, I've broken down my goal areas and the task for the month associated with my goals, because you have tasks things you'd like to do for the month that has nothing to do with your overall goals. I'm gonna color my hair. That ain't got nothing to do with my overall goals. I'm gonna put some nails on my nails. That ain't got nothing to do with my overall goals. Yes, it's a part of self-care. It's a part of what you want to, do for you. Yeah, buying this plant ain't got nothing to do with my overall goals. Buying that ZZ plant ain't got nothing to do with any of my overall goals. My goal this year was most definitely not to become a plant mama. It was not. It was not. It was not. So therefore, it had nothing to do with it. So we do have things on our task list that has nothing to do with our goals. So it helped me and my brain to be able to break out in my 6 life areas the tasks that I need to do, because it helped me to focus and to see what needs to be done in that area. I could pick an area and work on that area at that one time, make any updates I need to make on a weekly basis. Okay, so I did this, but this needs to be done. I did this, but then this still needs to be done. I tried to do this, but I had to change the plan, so this needs to be done. That's where the weekly and the weekly task, right, with your dailies come in. But to get an overall view of this is the month, and these are the things that I'd like to get done or accomplish for this month. These are the things that I'd like to post for this month. That is what this dashboard part is about. The Happy Planner does not have that on their dashboard. So that to me is a con for that. The Happy Planner does have this currently page. Okay, so you do have the currently page, and you do have an opportunity to also use this currently page as that if you so choose to. So this area, you could easily make this into 2 sections and use this as a running to-do list for the month, and then maybe a priority for the month and your posting schedule for the month. So while I could do that, and then you'd have to put in, like I put in extra sheet, put in an extra sheet of paper in there, and you can use that extra sheet of paper as the, breaking down the week as well. So you can use it as that, but it's a little bit more work. So it's going to kind of come down to what your preference is at that point in time. I know for me as a planner person, there are sometimes when I'm willing to put the work in, and there's sometimes when I'm not willing to put the work in. You know what I mean? Like there's sometimes I'm willing to cover up, but then sometimes I'm not. So it's based on what you would like to do. I do have these supplies handy to be able to use this happy planner and make it do what it do. It is, however, like on the reverse as well. So I think being used to planning on the reverse might also be a little bit of a challenge. Might also be a little bit of a challenge, right? Being used to planning on the reverse. I don't know. So we'll see how it's going. I do have this dashboard here. This I have April, May, and June already franken planned in here. And then this, of course, goes from July to December. This goes from July to December as well. So I could use this for the whole year if I wanted to. Um, but it's been a while since I've used a happy planner for actual planning. Good morning, Sarah. How are you today? So good to see you. Only go in to get the printing layout. If it goes on clearance, you don't feel like experimenting this summer. But I think was that a online exclusive? I don't remember if it was an online exclusive. The one it was the softbound bold blooms, and I don't think they ever came out with. Oh, you still like that design more than the new blooms that they have now? Okay, Flores. The new dog would tear your whole fence down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You made it. Hey, BK Holly, good morning. It's good to see you too. Good to see you too. Yes. Yeah. So, pros and cons for using both. However, like I'm giving it a try. I'm giving it a try to see what's happening. I may, like I said, I may wait until getting it to start July. I may wait till to get the Happy Planner to start July. I mean, not a Happy Planner, the EC dashboard layout. However, I've got to get my pictures together. So let me put that as a task list. Did I put it in here, like in the this is what I want to do with the planner and with the pages in the planner. But I need to put on my task list, find pictures for EC cover. So I need 7 of those, and I need to put in folder on my phone. Because other than that, I would have to keep going back to back to find it. On a website preview, and you didn't know if you have to wait a year. She said, if I gotta wait a year, I'm gonna wait. I'm sure it said it somewhere on there. It's gonna say it. But yes, y'all. So I'm taking my time and being thoughtful. I believe it was last year. My word was thoughtful. Okay, I'm being thoughtful about what I want and why I want it. Do I want it? Absolutely. Am I gonna get it? Yes, I am. Yes, I is. Yes, I is. Absolutely, I is. And then I got to see what else I'm going to get with that as well. Got to see what else I'm going to get with that. But I'm going to grab that because number one, we just talked about it. I love the paper. The paper quality is wonderful. Number two, it already has most of the setup the way that I want to use it without having to make those changes, right? So without having to make those changes, like it's pretty much got the stuff the way that I want it. It's pretty much got it. So I'm going to work with my happy planner for the time being, and then see if when it comes, it's online exclusive, Shauna. Okay, so if depending on how, the number one reason why waiting to July for me would be better. The number one reason why getting it and waiting to use it in July would be better is so that I don't have to uncoil and recoil. That's the only reason. So that I don't have to uncoil it and recoil it. Because if I get it now, if I get it now, I will be uncoiling it. I'll be uncoiling it and I'll be using I think it's October, November, or November, December pages for May and June. I'll be in it in May and June. I'll be in it. I will be in it. No questions asked. I'm gonna be in it. I'm gonna be in it. So if I can hold my mule, then I wouldn't have to uncoil it. Now, with the uncoiling, I'd be able to add some extra pages, which is note pages. Just add some extra note pages in the back in order to, do more garden planning stuff. That's the only thing I would need more note pages for, is the garden planning stuff. And not necessarily the what I'm doing from day to day, but the drawing the layout. Just drawing the layout and planning out what I want in each box or in each square. I don't necessarily have to uncoil. I could snip snip the page. I could snip the pages at the coil. I honestly could, right? Right? Just snip the pages right there. Well, from this side, on the inside. I could snip it and just put it in, because it's not going to be like I'm going to be snipping the whole planner page in there. Our planner's full of pages. I could snip it, put it in there, and that would be fine. However, it depends on how many pages I want for that, because I don't think there's a lot of anything else that I've used additional note pages for in there. It is going to be a 7x9 also. So it's a lot of space in a 7x9. There's a lot of space in a 7x9. Right now I'm using the A5, but there's a lot of space in the 7x9, because the 7x9 is going to be close to this classic size of the planner. So it depends on what it is. You're still on the fence about using the EC. If I do, it's going to be the dashboard layout in blooms. You're using the G-Boon. Oh, you're using a Techo, G-Boon Techno. Look, this year, and love it. That's great. That's great. Anything you're using that's helping you to be more creative and more in tune. That's good. You're going to really look at these covers by the beginning of May, because you need it by July. You definitely use it for work, and it is being used to its fullest. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, so I've got to give myself a deadline date also, but I'm going to seriously be looking into getting the pictures and picking what I want. And then I'm going to test one and see if the system automatically is going to add it as black and white, or do I have to make the pictures black and white? Does it add it all in color if I put all color? Because I love the sepia. I love the black and white that's on there right now on the cover, on the EC cover. I love it. I love it. And honestly, let me see what's the cost of it. Y'all know I be breaking the stuff down. Y'all know I be breaking the stuff down. Y'all know I do. Okay, 18 month is an extra $5. So we'll do the 18 month. And I'm doing the 18 month because of coil size. I'm not getting anything extra. Okay, so 70. Let me see something here. Go back here. Go back here. Go back here. Go back here. Okay, so right now it's at $70.50. Which cover is that for? That's going to be for the minimal collage. It's for the minimal collage cover. That's Got me twisted up in the game, girl. Minimal collage cover. Of course, I'm getting the minimal inside. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, minimal collage. Build your planner. Platinum. No, let me put no, I don't want to. That's fine. Linen is a cover, is a thing. No, I don't want to do any of that. You, it'll be blank. Oh, next step. Next step. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to. Ah, dashboard. Minimal. 18-month. Oh, okay. So the cover that I picked, actually something was happening with the cover. So well, not happening, it's probably had some sort of a metallic on it or something. This one, actually I went into the minimal collage life planner with the dashboard layout, of course, the minimal interior, 18 months. It's $65.50. It's $65.50. So you know we're about to pull out the calculator. 65 times 50 divided by 12. That's $5.45 per month. Okay. So 65.5 times taxes. Let me add a little $5 for taxes. 65.5 plus $5 for taxes, plus let me just add a little $10 just in case, for the shipping. And I'm probably ordering something else, but for the shipping, and this is so $80.50 maybe. Right? 80.50, and you divide that by 12, it's $6.70 per month. Okay, so 670 divided by 4. Y'all, $1.68 a week for that planner if I decide to use it for and that's only for the 12 months. If it's for the 18 month and the person who use it actually for 18 months, it's gonna be less. But you already know. I done told y'all already we not using one planner for no 18 months. Well, this, okay, A5 daily has been going strong. Honestly, I think this is isn't this like my third year, y'all, in this A5 daily duo? This A5 daily duo got me in a chokehold. So I have it for all of 2025. So I have my July to December one already. It's got me in a chokehold. It's got me in a chokehold. That's all I can say. I have my day designer, and I tried. I was like, okay, I'm going to use my day designer. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Y'all remember the day designer that I harassed y'all about? The day designer that I harassed y'all about? I have it. I can't use it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know what? I need to put her right here just so she could look good. She could look good and be on camera. I need to put her right there so she can look good and be on camera, because this, number one, the size, number two, the paper. I really like it. So when I'm able to use when I'm able to use it, I use it. Do I use it every day? Absolutely not. We're not going to lie and say we use it every day, because most of the times this be taken over. Okay, for what task do you need to do today? There's nothing pretty, there's nothing cute in here at all. Okay, excepting the sterling ink. I did put the little cutesy sterling ink in there for April. I gotta put the one for May in there. It's a good thing I didn't put anything in there yet, but I gotta put the one for May in here because this is what I'm gonna be using for May because of the size. And I think I want to get a new bag. I put that on the list. Maybe get another bag for May. Get new handbag. I feel like somebody is burning something. I smell like somebody's burning something. I'm gonna have to walk around this house. Make sure nobody's burning nothing. They be burning stuff over there. Um Okay, that's on the monthly task list. It don't have to be for now. Absolutely Flores. It has been working. It has been working, but I'm gonna give this Happy Planner a try and see what I can work out in it, and call that a day. See how that's gonna work out for the days. I do see that I'm not using all the lines. I did not use all the lines on the dashboard itself last week. So I use one, two, three, four. Yeah, I used 4 lines. I didn't use 5. I didn't use 5 on any day last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did use 5 for today. No, that was yesterday. I did use 5 for yesterday. And really, I didn't use 5. It was this morning. I added those 2 lines because I want to log what did you spend at McDonald's yesterday? And what did you spend at Walmart yesterday? It wasn't a lot of money. It was just a little bit of money. It was a little bit. It was a little bit of money. So I did that as well. So I've got to log that. Maybe I'm going to track a little bit of what I spend on a regular basis. Maybe, but maybe not. Anybody want to look at that? Nobody want to look at that. I think today I'm going to do a little bit of bill pay too. So, which, like I said, I mean, a lot of that stuff is going to go into today. I'm just going to write it on bill pay things. Okay, so that's a part of what I'm going to be doing is some bill pay stuff. Okay, so today is trash day. I'm going to need to garden clean up. Why did I even shower? So I need to do a little bit of garden cleanup so that some of that stuff can go to the dump. You're back? So I need to do a little bit of garden cleanup so that can go. I did do a little laundry yesterday. I did wash the bath mats. So I need to get them out the dryer. So can I write stuff down just because I already did it? Sure enough can, but do I need to? No. Says post on pictures. I need to post the garden pictures for y'all, and then I need to let me just put media task. Okay, and yeah, so I'm gonna put some media task in here that needs to be done. Get fillings. Oh, Shana! Man, that laundry order service helps so much. Good, 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 good. I'm glad it does. I need to go to the car wash, but I need to go to the car wash after I pick up the rest of that stuff from by my sister's house. So if I could get to it today, I'm gonna try to do that. But it's gonna be a tiring day. Pick up. And that's where this weekly stuff comes in, the weekly list. And I got that already on here. That was the first thing. I said more mulch. So I need to get more mulch from her house. She does have some, what is this? Peat moss in a bag just sitting there. So I think I might snatch her peat moss as well. And then whenever she comes back, you know, I might snatch her peat moss. So we got our oil change in June. So you think we'll do that? Oh my goodness. Ugh, so many things to do. I need to, yeah, it's a lot of things to do today. And I'm cute. Like I'm already dressed to be outside, to go do stuff outside, but not in the garden outside. So I'll see. I'm gonna do all the little cutesy stuff. Probably do like the media stuff and the financial stuff. So media financials, and then we'll deal with media financials, and then we'll deal with any garden stuff afterwards. Let me put that there. Media, then financials, and then garden. But the problem with that though is it's gonna get hot outside. It's gonna get hot outside. You need to get your life back together, cranky old lady. Yeah, and I gotta eat, y'all. I need to eat. My friend, a friend of mine brought some chicken salad yesterday. I have a piece of fish that I hadn't eaten, so I'm gonna mix a piece of fish with the chicken salad, this piece of salmon. I'm gonna put it in there, mix that up, and I'm gonna put that on bread, and that's breakfast. Okay, I'm gonna put that on bread, and that's breakfast. Man, I don't have a fresh avocado. That would have been so good. And that's gonna be breakfast or brunch because it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 a.m. already. So we got that stuff to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. Did we talk about everything today, y'all? What was the whole title of this situation? Let me see. What was the title of this live? We talked about the garden. We talked about the EC, garden, EC, and oh, planner catch up stuff. We ain't catching up in no planner right now. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, wait, I need to print. So this week, I need to print, since this is a new size, print sterling ink for May. And to print the sterling ink for May. Which stick pick stickers for May as well? It's that time again. Did I say what I was using for May? I don't remember. I think I did, but I don't remember. Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember what I said? I told y'all I wouldn't remember. I don't know. I don't know. Something to do after work once a week at least. Like what? Something to do like what, man? Something to do like what? Yeah, so I need that because it's gonna go in here. It's gonna go in my thing. My sterling ink is gonna go in here. The pretty picture. I at least need that to be pretty. So this, I'm thinking I'm gonna be using this for 2 months. I think I'll use this for 2 months, y'all. And I did not notice, I'm going to use this for 2 months. And I did not notice that the pages are actually, no, you can't even see it. Maybe not. Right there. The pages are actually perforated. Oh, what? One of my fingers. You can see it right there. Nope, next side. This but it's perforated. So you can actually tear out a page properly out here. Now, I will tell you that what I noticed is that, especially like I was using this pen, but this pen has the blend ink inside of it. And like the pressure of my writing, you could see the pressure of my writing and you could see a little bit of black. Maybe you could see it on this. You could see a little, I don't like that very much. So we'll see if it's going to last 2 months, which is going to be May and June. So if it lasts May and June, that's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great for me. But if it does not last May and June, then we're going to have a problem. What I have also done is I've gone to the back of the page, the back of the book. I did make sure I had enough pages in there for 2 pages per day for 2 months. And then I put a running task list section. So I have that already sectioned off as a running task list, and I just have this here for now. So that's how I have running task list. Then this is going to be where I am currently. So each day is going to have this where I am currently once I start using it. And I'm so excited. I'm not going to say I can't wait. I'm so excited about jumping into it. And it will fit fine in my bag. I think we said that already. It will fit fine in my bag. Does any of y'all got a Filofax, Norfolk, Pocket, and Sage? Randomly asking these random questions because let me tell you, that planner is haunting me. That planner is haunting me. Yeah, it fits just fine. It fits just fine. That planner is haunting me. Filofax, Norfolk, in Sage. Oh my gosh. It's haunting me. And I don't know what I did to it. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna have to unsubscribe and stop following Filofax because they keep on sending me pictures of it, and I love it. After you have see 6 blocks from your house, you're going to join this weekend. Okay, Nita. You gotta write down your audiobooks in your planner so you can remember to listen to them. If I don't, I gotta cancel. Okay, good, 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 Shauna. Shauna, is that gonna be your after work? Your after work? That's what you're gonna do for after work, y'all. I got a quote. I gotta start getting quotes for tires. I gotta start getting quote for the 60,000 mile checkup for my vehicle. Y'all, it's gonna be about $1,000 worth of work for that 60,000 mile checkup. Well, 800 and something plus your taxes. And I'm be like, can I get a 10% discount on that? I'm gonna see if I can get a discount on that. But it's necessary and it's due. Work a little most of your nights. Okay, to keep you up and keep you busy. Sitting around doing nothing. Well, go do it, girl. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it. Oh, I got a list. I got a date. I got to put the party dates. Okay, let me put that again. Log party dates. Because let me tell you what happened. Okay, log party dates. And this is just going this is going right in here. Like all of that is going right in here. That's why I don't need a whole lot of space on each day in this weekly planner. Proud that you joined a book club, but you need to move it. Yeah, yeah, you got to be consistent with that stuff. I know I don't think I have the bandwidth for that right now. You can't listen to planner stuff. You got to see it. Okay, it depends on which ones. I could listen to them. I could listen to them. It depends on which one. I could listen. I could listen. Who's buzzing me? Who's beeping me? Oh, okay, hold on. Yes. Yo! Galena! Let me call Galena to the front of the class. Yo! Galena made the honey bunny. Yeah, yeah. Galena made the that screenshot. Screenshot. Y'all. Look at she got the stripes, y'all. She got the black stripes. look, look at the antennas. Look at the antennas in the bunny's head. Yo, I'm done. I am done with Galena. I am so done. Yo, yeah, she's done for now. Galena, when you color it in, we got to see this. A bumble honey bunny. or or a honey bunny named Bumble. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Ah, you know when you're laughing, your head start hurting right here. A bunny fly. Yo, oh, ooh. I can't. I cannot. Oh. Oh, y'all. Why? Why y'all like this? Why y'all like this? Ooh, ooh. I don't know why you all are like this. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Listen, you got brain freeze. It's a laugh freeze. Y'all, what is this? Got the honey bunny. Honey bunny named Bumble. Oh, oh. I can't. Galena, I can't wait for this in color. I can't I can't wait for this in color. Listen, listen. Well, that's a great way to end the morning. Me go. Let me go find stuff to do. Let me go do some real stuff. Ah, that was good. That was good. Galena, that looked good. It would have been like a stick bunny. If I drew it, it would have been a stick bunny. I don't think there's such a thing, but it would have been a stick bunny if Tamara ever did it. Cause y'all know I'm famous for that stick people. Honey bunny named Bumble. Yeah. Oh, oh goodness. Ah, yeah. Ah, ah. Too much laughing. Whew, whew, praise the Lord. Oh, oh my goodness, y'all! Woo! I'm having a laugh freeze. Mm-mm. Mm. Oh my goodness, that was good. That was good. That's the perfect way. That's the perfect way to end today's live. Let me go eat first of all because I'm starving, and then I'm gonna do some tasks. Okay. First, I'm gonna check my investment because that should have purchased. That purchase should have gone through. So I'm gonna check it and see how it's going, and make sure that the amount that was purchased was what I said to do and what it purchased at. Because that's my stock. Oh, update, stock update. Washington, Washington. We almost made it, girl. We almost made it. So um SCHD, I just have one more to purchase to make it for the 10. Let me go in there as a matter of fact to make it the 10 for the month. So we on track. Did you purchase your 10 already, girl? I don't remember if you said you had purchased your 10 shares already. Okay, so if you don't know, okay, this is how we working things over here. Okay, we um moving forward to our retirement. Okay, moving forward in our retirement. It's 170 something. So how are we up to 2 something now? That's crazy. 230. Okay. So what did it buy at? So let me see if it will tell me activity. Okay, there we go. Order filled. One morning. Okay. Oh, it did go up. See, it went up before I purchased it. But it's okay. It's all right. It went up a little bit. Y'all, I could have made $13 per share. No, no, it wasn't that much. Hold on. Let me check my book because I wrote it down. It wasn't that much because I'd be angry. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, $6. Okay, it's about $5 and change. Call it, we'll round it to $6. I could have made extra $60, but it's okay. It's all right. It didn't go in at that price, so let me adjust it to what it is. 230, 234, 16. And that's important for me to know. And it was 9.73. That's very specific. 693 shares. That was very specific, y'all. Okay. All right. So at least that is done. And then I'll see how the other stuff works. All right, y'all. What? So let me go to my SCHD and then I go to that. And then I'll be able to tell where you at. Invest right here, portfolio. Because it went down. I'm like, yes. I think I could. Let me go ahead and buy another one today and call it a day. Yeah. Listen, I'm at 29.88 shares. 29.88. So I said I wanted to just go all the way to 30, and I'm almost at 30. 29.88. So 0.12, and I would be there. But I think I'm just gonna go on ahead and get the one because I used my margin, so I didn't use my money. So let me do that right now. Let me go ahead and do that. I'll do that one SCHD. Let me go ahead and do that. I'll do $30. I'll do $30, and then that would put me over the edge. That will put me over the edge. So let's go do that. Well, let's move the money first. Okay, let me read what you said. I'm sorry. Uh, Shauna, have a beautiful day today. 25th is automatic. Okay, okay, Washington. So that's going to give you all of yours for the month on the 25th. Is that what's going to happen at that point? And then, so this is going to buy it later in the later session. 30, review, confirm. Let me do it real quick. And then that would that goal is done for the month. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, y'all. Okay, so now we're going to go and buy the thing. Okay, plus 30. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me make sure. Let me make sure, because sometimes it be doing some things. Okay, let's go back. All right, y'all. At least so you're going to check today with your budget check-in. Okay. Booyah. Okay. Okay. Booyah. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So yeah. 7. This is what? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. If I could do 10 per month, then I could make the 100. If I do 10 shares per month for the rest of the year, I could do the 100 shares for the year plus this additional investing that I'm doing as well. Because I'm doing other investing. Y'all, it's a hustle. It's a hustle. It's a hustle. Hustle season. Hustle season. Hustle season. Y'all, we about to do this. We about to do this. We about to do this. We could do this. We about to do this. I could do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Father, Lord, I thank you. Please direct my path. We could do all things, y'all. All right. After we done motivated ourselves a little bit, let me get going. Anyway, I love you all with the love of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Continue to pray for me as I continue to pray for you all. Please be sure to join me again one day this week. I'll probably do my best to go live, possibly on Instagram, or in the Facebook group. Like, do a little bit of love in one of those places this week with another update. All right, let me get on with the day because it is almost 10:30. Oh Lord, the challenge with the son. He has not done his investing yet for the month. He had some dental stuff that he had to go take care of, and something else. So his money went to that. So right now, I'm good. I'm in the game right now. Buddy, I'm in the game right now. So we'll see what's gonna happen moving forward. But he's coming. He's running after me. No, don't get it twisted. When he get his year-end bonus, he probably gonna blow me out of the water when he gets his bonus. But I love it. I love it because at least we're challenging them to do something different, to do something more. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that works out. All right, my friends. I will talk to you all a little bit later, right? Absolutely right. Bye bye.